That new self just changes the game, baby. Success and beauty and
I had a dream, I got everything I wanted.
hi my loves, it's your new fave on the blog, the Ifeyinwa Ekechuku. If this is your first time coming on this channel, be a part of the gang by clicking the subscribe button. And if you are a returning subscriber, I love you. Today we are talking about self-love, starting your self-love journey. So this video is for you if you are tired of your current season and where you are and how you think about yourself. You just want to access and evolve into this new person that is succeeding, mentally, financially, physically, spiritually, and in all other respects that pertains to life. Self-love is something that completely frees you. It is you seeing yourself for who you are, appreciating yourself, loving yourself, and just caring for yourself, prioritizing yourself, putting yourself first. I feel like people sense energy. They sense the kind of energy that you put towards yourself, you get, and they respond with that energy. They give you that same energy. So if you're treating yourself like trash, people sense that and they respond in that same manner. They treat you like trash. If you're treating yourself, like a high value person that you are, people are going to sense that and they're going to respond in the same manner. You should recognize your strengths, your weaknesses, and be able to rebrand yourself. In other videos and vlogs, I'm going to be sharing more light on this, but this is just a quick video for you to get started on this beautiful journey. If you've gotten to like a place where you are tired of your life, your current season, and you feel so strongly that you're supposed to be in a new season and you're still stuck in your old season, one way to move ahead is through self-love. Like self-love actually brings out this new person in you that is highly prioritized and helps you achieve the most and helps you get better results from everything that is about your life. It is very deep. Like it's very deep. In my story, I used to be at a certain place in life, a place of complaint, a place of, I was always complaining about life, always, bad talking about my life and always asking, why me, why me, why me, why can't I be this? And always thinking about the things that I didn't have and losing fact of the things that I had. And I was always focusing on my weaknesses, the things that I couldn't do, or the things that I wasn't, instead of focusing on the things that I am and the things that I could do. So self-love is all about intentionality, like you being so intentional about yourself and starting a new journey that exposes you to a new you. I mean, you connect to a deeper version of yourself and a higher version of yourself. And that new self just changes the game, baby, okay? Because that new self is going to lead you into a new life of success and beauty and all good soft things. Every new year, I feel like everyone should just go through this self rebranding so that you don't get to be this same old person stuck with this same old habits that are not benefiting you and they are not moving you forward. You should rebrand yourself to become this new person and access this new higher version and better version of you, because there's always going to be a better, a higher version of yourself. So don't get comfortable and just stick to your old self. You can make changes and all that, and self-love is a way to start this journey. Self-love is a way to start a journey of self-rebranding. Self-love is a way to level up your life, your mindset. So guys, let's get into this video. Welcome back. We are just going to go straight into tips that you need to know to begin your self-love journey. Tip number one is start with self-acknowledgement. If you're going through this phase where you're not feeling good about yourself, you don't really have that self-confidence, and you don't have this healthy self-esteem, it's okay. I mean, no shade. Like, perfectly all right for you to feel that way, especially if you're coming from a history where people have projected, negative words, bad words have been said to you, and you have unconsciously believe those things. It's perfectly all right to be that way. Okay, the only thing that you need to do is to recognize that you are that way, you have that mindset, and be ready to move ahead, be ready to make changes, be ready to move forward. So don't lie to yourself. Okay, don't lie to yourself that, oh no, I'm not I love myself, when you actually don't lie to yourself and be like, oh, I have good self-esteem, oh yeah, I am that girl, when in your mind you're always doubting yourself, doubting your looks, doubting everything about you. You should start with self-acknowledgement. So acknowledge where you are, tell yourself the truth. Like, when I started this journey, I listed the things that I felt wrongly about myself, and began to probe and ask myself why I felt those way. I called out all those things that I didn't feel good about, and I told myself the truth that, okay, this is affecting how you live, how you think, and how you associate with people. That whole process, like, just made me feel so light. It freed me from all those baggages of low self-esteem and, lack of self-love and all that, because I went through a truthful process. So I think you should tell yourself the truth, know your truth and deal with it. Step two is heal from that process. Okay, so what you should start doing is, now that you have acknowledged the fact that, okay, this is your weakness, you should move forward from that. Tell yourself the new truth about who you are, and who God says that you are. Debunk those myths of yourself that people have said to you. You have to make sure that you reach down to those things that people have actually said to you. Like me growing up, one time like that, my headmistress told me that, girl, you can never amount to anything, and you can never go anywhere in this life. And I actually took it home, and then people at home affirmed that, and were like, maybe you did something for her to say that. Definitely she's correct and she's right. Like, you can never amount to anything. So imagine those kind of words coming from where you call home. Suddenly you start believing those words, and that shapes how you think. So that is why you need to understand that if you feel this particular way about yourself, you shouldn't feel terrible. The most important thing is that you are at a place where you're willing to, like, deal with it and work through it and get better. Okay, tell yourself the no truth. Look at yourself, look at your inner self, look at your strengths, look at your weaknesses, and tell yourself, like, I am this gorgeous, beautiful person. I am this great, badass person that has that shit together. And I kept telling myself all those things, all those strong words, and all the beautiful things. And if I wanted to do something, I would, like, go for it. I would hype myself up so much, to the point that I believe it. I'm like, yes, I am that. So I think that's something you should practice to daily. Start telling yourself the new truths. List out your strengths, okay, and your weaknesses. For your strength, affirm it, like, you are this, you are that, you are that girl, you are that, you're everything good and everything lush and everything high value. Say all that to yourself, whether you believe it or not. From the beginning, it doesn't matter, baby. As long as you keep saying it, you're going to believe it soon. Okay, now step three is make some subtle changes in your environment that actually begins to represent you and make you feel better about yourself. Our minds actually get activated with the things that we see and the pictures that we see. So if you're going through a healing process, and then your mind and your eyes is seeing something different, it may actually be a more harder process for your mind to start believing those things. So what you should do is make it easier for your mind to accept your new truths by making some little changes in your environment. Like maybe you're staying in a place, for instance, you can change the room, you can paint the room, you can change your bed sheets, get new ones that prioritizes your skin, your body, that just makes you feel improved. This is like a very, very subtle tip, but it works like magic because what you see is what you believe, my love. So something as small as cleaning your room, changing the settings, making everywhere look clean and good, it takes you to a protected space mentally where you see yourself healing and growing and becoming something new. And that is exactly what you need. And I also upgraded my wardrobe to an extent. I did got some new jewelries. Everything was just, it's not about maybe spending money, like spending lots of money to acquire some things, but it was basically about making new subtle changes, that aligned with where I wanted to be. I took out some old clothes and replaced them with new ones that made me recognize that this is the start of a new journey. So I think that like that's very important because if you're still staying in the same um, old spaces, it may still remind you of who you used to be and where you used to be. But if you just clean all those out, it actually reframes your mind in a way. It works like magic, trust me. And then another thing you need to do is prioritize new habits. So it could be little things like starting a skincare journey, enjoying the shower for longer period of time, like nurturing your body in the shower, making sure you're all clean and you're all good and ready for the day, starting your day early in the morning, maybe doing something that actually elevates your mind, maybe reading a book, taking your time to work and taking your time to move and taking your time to, just enjoy your works and not being in a rush or changing your meal, eating right. All these actually adds to how you feel about yourself. Because if you prioritize yourself, you're not going to be eating nonsense. You're not going to be eating garbage. You're not going to be eating garbage. See, bro, seriously. If you prioritize yourself, you're going to be eating right. So eat the right food, drink water, all those things are all part of the journey, okay? Because someone that prioritizes themselves makes the best decisions for themselves. You put yourself first and you don't settle for less. Prioritize relationships. So prioritizing your relationships means you put the ones actually add value to you, you put them first, and then you remove yourself from relationships that put you down and drag you down and just take from you and want to tear you apart. I had some family relations that just see the ugly side of you and they see you in your worst self and they keep on addressing you as that and they don't want to like ever see a good picture of who you are. They'd rather want to stick to an old version of who they think that you are. And if you draw the line and draw the boundary and let them know that this is not who I am, if they refuse to accept that new version of you, you just need to let them go. Set these boundaries, that just puts them in a certain place, where they can no longer speak some things over you and can no longer call some shots over you, okay? Because you can't entertain some people saying some things that does not represent who you are or who you ever want to be and let them get comfortable. It's all about you right now. Like it's all about you and your development. Because how can you even give to others when you don't have anything to give? Like you're in a mess, you're you don't feel good about yourself, you're stuck, you don't have love for yourself, how can you give anything to anyone at that point? So at that point, when you recognize that that is your problem, you need to focus on yourself and be ready to take that journey of self-love and grow, so that you can be at this better place where you have enough love and joy and happiness to like give to others. Okay. Okay. So guys, that brings us to the end of this video. If you appreciate this video and would like more of videos like this, kindly comment and let me know. Okay, and you can also share what other topics you want me to talk about and address. Okay.